Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. Well, after the last 24 hours, the Australian dollar headed sharply south and reaches its objective of 70.65. And after briefly posting a low of 49, the market stays a minor recovery. Still taking heavy losses, there's still potentially a further down move and taking out the level of 70.65, which was the first call, looking down towards the region of 70 cents and reassess from there. If the market doesn't, more to the fact, be able to reverse this current bearish course, then we could see even 69 cents. Now, what triggered all this was the RBA giving some indication that they may cut rates on the 3rd of November from 0.25 that is percent down to 0.1, and therefore would leave further initial bearish sentiment on the table for the market to actually move to either 70 or 69 as a short-term objective, with any advances seeing a cap around 71.25 to 35. With the US dollar strengthening a little bit further, which is measured against the greenback strength of a basket of 6 major currencies, the fact is the dollar index still remains quite strong and therefore looks for the euro to head lower. Now, we take out the level of 116.70, it does expose the region further down towards the level of 116 and reassess. It is indicated from the RSI and also from the MACD that we are looking for a possibly bearish outcome for the euro. A little bit of a whipsaw price action for dollar yen as the market still continues to try and break through this once heavily support line and now resistance around the 105 region. Looking closely at the RSI and also with the MACD, it is negative and merit up, and therefore does indicate further weakness towards a 104 objective and reassess. The pound is still staging a whipsaw price action as threat of a lockdown in the UK due to the COVID-19, and along with that, still uncertain on the Brexit divorce, and it now leaves the market looking back towards 128.70. A break beneath there would give further scope to the downside and look towards the region of either 126 or 25 as an objective. This in turn will see sterling yen fall even further after breaking the trend, rejecting the top side of the range, and now near enough crushing the level of 135.80-90 area. As we look, you can see the market is just underneath that level and heading to 134 with the indicator, the RSI, waiting for the marriage to come through. But you can see the MAC line and the signal line holding underneath the zero could give further indication that we're not looking at 134, but maybe down to about 131 as a broader target. Since the rebound of 1,883, gold is struggling to recover. I still feel there is still a further weaker play on the cards for this pair against the US, that is. So if gold does sell off and the US strengthens, then we could see a retest back to the bottom side of the range. We're still a broad base holding around 1,850. A very jerky price action for oil overnight. I still feel there is risk of a down test towards that 38 region, while 41.80 caps. Well, that wraps it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, for the intraday report, and I hope you enjoyed a great start to the day and to this wonderful new weekend.